Hello everyone and welcome back to Chef Sherry's Plant-Based Kitchen. Today we're trying a new recipe. I've never tried it before, but every now and then I find a recipe that has ingredients in it that I go, I think that'll be just fine. So today we're going to try something. So I'm a scientist in the kitchen today, right Dale?
That's right.
We're trying something new. So we love pasta. And so today I found a recipe called Easy Vegan Cacio e Pepe, which means cheese and pepper. And the author of this recipe is from Monkey and Me Kitchen Adventures. And I've had a lot of good luck with her recipes. They're always good, so I'm counting on this one to be yummy. So here we go. What I did, I took some whole wheat pasta, a pound of it, and I cooked it al dente. And it's over here. I'm just going to let it sit here. So it needs to cook a little bit more, but we'll get to that in a minute. And I saved 2 cups of the cooking water to make our sauce. So I'm going to put my big pot back on the stovetop here, and here's the 2 cups of our cooking water from the pasta. Let's put that in. And I'm going to read this so I don't miss anything. Okay, so we do that. We're going to add the sauce ingredients, and this is what we put in. Okay. We've got vegetable broth, and I use this vegetable broth right here, Pacific Foods. It's a low sodium vegetable broth, and it's organic. It's a great one. So let's put that in. Then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, which is this stuff right here, which gives it the cheesy flavor. So here's my nutritional yeast. We'll add that. Then we're going to add white miso and cashew butter. So I'm going to, I had a little spoon out here. Let's put this into the pot. We're going to have to whisk all this together. So the only thing that has fat in it is the cashew butter, and it's a very small amount, but it makes a big difference in the taste. So we're going to use that. Then we're going to add our little seasonings, onion powder, garlic powder, and instead of using pure sea salt, I've tended to use this sea salt, which is an herbed sea salt. And why do I use that? Because regular sea salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon, is 590 milligrams of sodium. This one, for a 1/4 teaspoon, is only 360 milligrams. So if you're watching your sodium, you don't want to overload on it, so use this one. It's made by A. Vogel, and it's called Herbamere, and you can get that in many grocery stores. So we're going to add those seasonings. And last but not least, we're adding our lemon juice. And then it says to add some freshly cracked black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon to 3/4 teaspoon. So where did I put my pepper? Here it is. So this is a pretty pungent one. It's dark song peppercorn. So I'm going to go slowly with this. I'm going to just do this. Come over here and show the pot deal. We're going to add some pepper, but remember, you can always add more later. So let's start slowly. Now I've got to whisk this up. And you can watch as we're cooking this. We're going to just make the sauce. Oh, look at that. You can see the lemon color. So the combination of the miso, the cashew butter, the lemon juice, which is fresh lemon juice, by the way, and the other things that I put in here are going to make this sauce. Now they say it doesn't look very thick as you're cooking it, so we're going to cook it for a few minutes. Once I get the miso and the nutritional yeast incorporated in the cashew butter, we're just going to come to a little simmer, and it's going to thicken as we go. So we're going to just do this. Hey, I wanted to let you guys all know that my Vegan Volunteer Corps at the shelter that we go to in the city of Chicago is gearing up for a really interesting last part of the year. I spoke with the volunteer coordinator at Lincoln Park Community Services today, and we're gearing up to do more whole food plant-based cooking class with our guests who reside at the shelter. The reason we're doing this, you know, my mission in volunteering at the shelter and providing these healthy plant-based meals is to improve the health of people who consume a whole food plant-based diet. And I think people in the shelter are very worthy of having this really healthy food. And they need it and they enjoy it. And so I'm going to be teaching, along with some other of my volunteers, some budget-friendly, whole food, plant-based meals that they can make for when they transition out of the shelter into hopefully their own apartments or wherever they're going to be living next, that they can start to make these things. And again, it's budget-friendly. A can of beans, pound of spaghetti, whole grain spaghetti. These are not going to be expensive food items. So hopefully they're going to have a notebook full of the recipes that we do during our once-a-month classes, and they will use those when they're living on their own again. So I'm excited about it. And I'm also excited that one of our members is a nutritionist. Her name is Marcy Kirschenbaum, and Marcy is going to be doing what we call a Nutrition 101 program for all of the people who live at the shelter. She's going to talk about the importance of eating a rainbow of colors. She's real big on pushing the vegetables and the fruits, the whole foods, so that people can have maximum benefit from them and have optimal health. So excited that Marcy's going to do that for us, and that'll be in June. We'll be doing that together. Okay, so while this is cooking, let me see what it says here. I'm just going to read my instruction real quick. We whisked it up. Don't fall in there, little thing. Okay. Lower the heat. So I'm going to lower the heat now and let it simmer for a few minutes. And while it's simmering, we're going to go over to my food processor over here, and I'm going to show you how to make easy vegan Parmesan cheese. Now, we use this a lot, and we use it in a little amount just to put on top of pasta because it gives it a fantastic finishing touch. And the author of this recipe is from The Minimalist Baker. It literally has 4 ingredients, and I pretty much have them memorized. And you need a food processor. So you need raw cashews, you need nutritional yeast, a little sea salt, and garlic powder. And watch what happens. Watch the magic. So you want to check it. You don't want it to get too fine. It gets sort of sticky. So I want it to look like Parmesan. Now I check it. A little bit more. It's still a little crunchy looking. That looks good, but I want to get it just maybe a couple more little bit of pulsing. I'll count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bravo. That's it. Perfect. Here is our vegan Parmesan cheese. Now, I have brought this to my non-vegan friends to try, and literally they could not taste the difference between this and Parmesan cheese. Look how pretty that is. There we go. Oh, I'm making a mess here. Okay, my counter is super clean, so let's do this. I'm going to get this in all together. And we're going to clean the counter off by putting this back in. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. It's delicious. Okay, let's go back over here. Now, one of the things I decided to add to this recipe, and this is cooking really well. Let me see if it's thickening. Yep, it is getting thicker. It says let it go for a few minutes. I decided to take some broccoli and steam it because I like steamed broccoli in my pasta. Again, the more vegetables you can throw into your food, the better. Plus, Dale and I will be having this beautiful salad for dinner. See, we've got radishes, tomatoes, red peppers. What else is in there? Cucumbers. So that'll be good. And my lucky husband has not 1, not 2, but 3 salad dressings to choose from. Dale, which is your favorite? We've got this one here. This is the, what is this called? I'm blanking on it. What's that stuff that you put on sushi? That green stuff. Wasabi. Wasabi. It's a wasabi vinaigrette that I did a video on. Yeah. I love this one. This is a Thousand Island dressing that we used for our vegan Reuben sandwiches last night. And this last one is from Shane and Simple, and it's the dressing that you put on potatoes, his French potato salad.
Yeah, I like them all.
Yeah, they're all good. I might have this one tonight just for a little change. Okay, I think we're about ready to incorporate everything. Let me just check this one more time. Okay, let's just double check what it says here. Where did I put my instructions, Dale? Here they are, right over here. Sorry, I'm a little disorganized right now, but you know, it's a new recipe. What can I tell you? Okay, so it says simmer for several minutes. We did that. Now we're going to add our cooked spaghetti to the pot and gently stir it in. Simmer over low heat for several minutes until it becomes al dente. Okay, then you take it off of the heat and allow it to sit and cool for 10 minutes. And then you serve it with your Parmesan and a little bit of, I actually have some parsley flakes. So let's get our noodles and let's put them in. Oh yeah. And then I'm going to throw the broccoli in too, of course. This has to cook now. Look at that. Oh yeah, this is going to be good, good, good. And I think it thickens as it cooks down a little bit, so love it. Oh, it smells good. It smells really good. Okay, so let's get our broccoli. And where did I put the broccoli? I just saw it. Where did it go? Oh, it's hiding behind the salad. Let's throw that in. Look how pretty that looks. Can you come and take a little picture of that? Okay, I'm going to turn it up now. And just let this cook. I'm going to cover it and cook it for like 2 minutes. Just let it all go together. Okay, put this off, and I'll put my lid on. Let it go like that. Okay, I do want to show you what it's going to look like, so we're going to hang in here for a second or two. I'll start cleaning up my little dishes, get them in the sink. And what I would like to do is just check it. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, great. And come and get in here if you'd like. You can sort of see that it's getting a little thicker and it's coating it. Coating the pasta really nicely. Give it another minute. Then we'll plate it and I will do my tasting. Let me get a fork out. This is my favorite part. I love to taste it. Then I've got a little Parmesan cheese here that I made, my vegan Parmesan. We'll just sprinkle that on top. Now, if it needs more pepper, I guess, Dale, you can just add it as you go along, right?
Right.
We can do that. I'm looking for my sponges. And everything put away so well I can't find anything. There they are. Hiding back there. Get out a towel and start to clean up with this mess I've made. I'm a little bit of a neat person, aren't I, Dale?
Yep.
I don't like a mess, so when I'm cooking, I'm cleaning too at the same time. Cleaning up the stove so you don't have a mess. Okay. Would you say it's been about a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Look at it again. Oh my gosh, it's totally incorporated now. There's no more sauce that hasn't thickened. So I think it's time for me to do a little taste test. So I'm going to take some of this. The broccoli, I'm going to put it in my bowl. It's going to take a little bit. Turn this down a little. Take a little Parmesan cheese and I'll sprinkle it on top. Isn't that pretty? Now, of course, I'll eat a lot more than this. This is just
for sure.
This is just a tasting. All right, let me just cool it off a second. Now, I hope it's good. I do hope it's good. Let me tell you. Watch my face here, Dale. It's pretty good. I like it. It reminds me of a dish I used to make before we went plant-based, but we used a ton of olive oil and real Parmesan cheese. Sort of similar to this. Let me taste the broccoli. I like it. Very good. So that's our dinner tonight. I will post this recipe. Let me swallow this first. Post the recipe on the site so you can make it. And also the one for the vegan Parmesan cheese. And I look forward to seeing you back in our kitchen next time. But right now, let's eat, Dale, okay?
Yep.
Okay. So long, everybody.